Please welcome the following representatives from the town of Collingwood who have shown tremendous support for this event and will be taking part in today's ceremonial puck drop. Mayor Yvonne Hamlin, Deputy Mayor Tim Fryer, Councillors Chris Potts, Kathy Jeffries, Steve Perry, Rob Ring, Deb Doherty, and Chris Baines. Also joining us on the ice this morning is the U11 Collingwood Hockey Lightning. Would the captains from Team Harvey's and Team Sonnet please join our guests at center ice? There's an anthem for it? Fans, please rise if you are able and join Quinn Hammond in the singing of our Star Spangled Banner and O Canada.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, everyone, welcome inside the Eddie Bush Memorial Arena. My name is Izzy Germain. I am the pleasure to be joined today by Erica Howe. Thank you for being our color analyst today. Our fifth stop on the tour. We've got an incredible first half of the season behind us. What are we going to expect for the second half, especially from your Team Sonnet?
Yeah, Team Sonnet struggled a bit in the first half. I think only coming away with 2 victories. And last time they played Harvey's, it was a very close matchup. Had the lead down to the last couple seconds before Harvey's, and Jesse Aldridge put it in the back of the net and ended up winning in a shootout. So I think we should see a great matchup here. They're fresh off a break. So everyone's rested, ready to go. I think everyone's eager to get started.
Well, you mentioned it. The 3 head-to-head so far, all in favor of Harvey's, but 2 of those are going all the way into a shootout, and losing in the shootout both times is Team Sonnet. And Team Harvey's coming in as the first-ranked team. They've got the most points on the board, 21 so far in the season. They're led by Captain Marie-Philippe Poulain. And we've got a hometown player in Jesse Eldridge today. What do we expect from the Team Harveys here in Collingwood?
Yeah, I think Team Harvey's, obviously, they play well as a team. Probably one of the best in the PWHPA. They have great coaching. They have a great team atmosphere. You know, they have team hats, which goes a long way bringing up morale. So I think we can see them this afternoon playing as a team and working together to try and out-muscle Team Sonnet.
Well, if we're going to mention team hats, we're also going to mention that Team Sonnet debuted new warm-up shirts today for the team, the Sonnet Slappers.
Sonnet Slappers, yeah. Bright teal warm-up shirts, trying to get the girls going here in the second half.
A good thanks to Abby Rock for the design and execution of those. So thank you for joining us. It's the Secret Dream Gap Tour. And thanks for joining us on CBC Sports. And we're underway here in Collingwood. This is the second game, Hockey Day in Canada here in Ontario. Owen Sound, our previous game between Team Scotiabank and Team Adidas. And a good turnout there as the Sportsnet crew is enjoying Hockey Day in Canada with the PWHPA. Harvey's quick on the puck to start. Fortino's shot is blocked in front. Poulain now will circle back to Fortino at the point. Fortino down low. No Harvey's players. Steckline's going to come down from the blue line. Emily Brown now, fresh off of a ECHL All-Star appearance, finds Zandy Hart. Stretch pass tonight. Go ahead, Erica.
I think it's important to mention here that Aaron Ambrose is out for the weekend for Team Sonnet, one of our top D on Team Sonnet, and we'll see how Sonnet responds to that.
A huge loss on the blue line. Told it's not a long-term injury. Hoping to be back the next time we're in Ontario.
Saw her doing a pool workout this morning, trying to rehab and get back into the game.
And that's what's so important to note, too, about the girls. And you guys have jobs outside of this for the most part. It's a lot of self-discipline and self-commitment to be able to rehab yourself back into the lineup. Abby Rock now with a slapper. Lacasse gets her first look at the puck, and her net is off. The referee's just going to fix that in behind as Rattray back the other way. Finds Shaver. Big shot. Bar down, and it's in.
That's a big save at one end by Lacasse, coming the other way and in the back of Sonnet's net early here. I think this is the start that Harvey's wanted, and they're out to 1-0 lead early.
What a shot by Sophia Shaver. And the referee was there to see that it did cross the line, and you mentioned it. We'll get to Geneviève Lacasse. I know a big fan in Erica Howe is Geneviève Lacasse, but a huge save. She handles the net off its mornings, and they go back the other way, and they take a 1-goal lead. Let's talk about the goaltenders now, Erica. We've got Nicole Hensley at one end, Geneviève Lacasse. What can we expect from these two goaltenders today? Yeah,
probably two of the best in the PWHPA. I've played a lot with Lacasse on the national team and stuff. She's been a mentor to me. She's the kind of player that tries to bring other players along in the right direction, which I just think is huge. And as a goalie, you know, she can read the puck better than anyone I've ever seen. And then at the other end, Nicole Hensley. I didn't know much of Nicole Hensley until this year when I got the opportunity to play with her. And she is an incredible goaltender. She controls the game. Any puck coming in, she tries to eat it up to make it easy on her team. And this is a great head-to-head matchup. This is what goalie dreams are made of, watching these two go at it.
Nicole Hensley, too, should be mentioned, has faced the most amount of shots this season so far. 208 have gone her way. And she's played a ton of big minutes for Team Sonnet. Looking to get back in the win column, Erica. They have struggled as of late. They've lost 7 of 8. But again, we mentioned a lot of those coming in overtime losses. Poulain with a good back check, steals the puck, moves it over to Clark. Buckles has a good stick, will clear that out of danger. On the far side now, Clark battles her way to Steckline. Steckline with room, tries to toe drag. Buckles will get a stick and move the puck to the side of the net. Vasco now. Look to Vasco, Alexa Vasco started the season 4 goals, came out hot in Montreal, has been quiet as of late, but big expectations on Alexa Vasco for the second half.
Yeah, I was talking with Laura McIntosh this morning, our coach, just about how incredible a player Vasco is. Probably one of the best third-line centers in the PWHPA. She plays hard, makes it really hard on the other team. So even if she's not necessarily putting it in the back net, she's a big, big part of Team Sonnet and keeping the other team off the board.
Good addition, first season in the PWHPA.
Little miscommunication there behind the net.
They do get it out as Larson now moves the puck forward. It'll find its way to the Sonnet D, but Imal takes it back at the red line, will dump it in as Harvey's goes off for a change. Claire Thompson taking a break from med school. Intercepted by Skimura, and Hensley will stop that one.
That's exactly what I'm talking about with Hensley. You know, tough turnover in the slot to Skimura, and Hensley just eats it right up, calms the play down, and Team Sonnet has a chance to reset here.
Skimura is a player that I've noticed from day one. She's just such a hard worker, a very 200-foot player, but that's why she's so dangerous. She's so defensively sound, and she can make some damage in front of the net. We're going to get our first penalty of the game. It's going to be a tripping call, and Jamie Lee Rattray knows exactly who is going to the box, and it's her who's going to sit for 2.
Yeah, her stick just got caught in some feet there, but back on Skimura and Rattray on the same line, 2 hard-working players. I do not like facing them. Especially, I have a history with Rattray, been teammates for 13 years, and having them on the ice against you, you're shaking in your boots a bit because they're just wave after wave coming after you.
So a power play for Team Sonnet. They've struggled on the power play. 5% right now is running the power play. Keep in mind that we've only had a limited amount of games so far in the season, so the data is small to work with, but still running at 5%. We'll see what they can do here. They've got Thompson now at the blue line. Walks around Clark. Her shot put into the corner. Now Knight moves over to Rock. Rock's got options in front with Brandt. Taken away by Poulain.
Great defensive play there by Kristen Richards, number 27. She's picking up sticks, not letting Team Sonnet have a second opportunity. Richards actually plays forward and defense depending on the day. So she does it all.
Here's another shot. It's Brianne Jenner now. Her shot stopped by Lacasse, and it'll be cleared out by Lee Steckline. Richards is one of those examples too. Works full time Monday to Friday, makes time for the PWHPA when we do travel on the weekends. And then also that versatility, not an easy feat to go forward in D when you're playing against the caliber of hockey that we have in front of us.
Yeah, it's crazy to think she's playing against the top players in the world and she's able to just switch back and forth forward D. She does it in practice all the time, and she as a player, she understands the game that well. As a center, she was always able to do it, so it's no surprise to me that she's able to jump back on D and do it as well.
I was one of those players that they moved back and forth. It was so tough to really adjust your game. I don't think we give enough credit to people who can do that in just adjusting to the speed when you're skating backwards, when you have someone like Abby Rock coming at you. But a big credit to Kristen Richards and her dedication in the last 4 years to helping grow the game. And Abby Rock continuing her domination in the circle. Absolutely lethal with faceoffs. There she is with a nice move in front. Can't connect with Jenner. Jenner now long pass to Knight. Knight with a quick wrist shot. Stopped by Lacasse. Larson will clear that one out and chase it down as Claire Thompson will get some help from her goaltender. A little stick handling there from Nicole Hensley. Well, Claire Thompson up to Brandt. They're going to leave this power play unit out there. They get the pass over to Rock. They go back door for Knight. Just gets a stick on it, but snows Lacasse. You can see she's shaking the snow off her mask there. That can't be fun when that happens.
No, it hurts the eyes, actually. The snow gets in the eyes. It doesn't feel good.
A chance in front. Puck taken by Demers. Backhand just goes wide. Now DeGeorge battling for the puck, trying to keep it inside. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Shaver to Demers. Nice play by Zandy Hart. Slides over to make the save. And now Riverina Braga trying to get it out. We'll go back to the far side for Zandy Hart. Lofts it out into the neutral zone. It's going to be settled down by Fortino. Good patience as she had a couple forecheckers. Demers now up to Shaver. She's looking for her second of the game. They taken away. There's Alexa Vasco that we talked about. Rebecca Leslie now with speed, one-on-one. She's got to be channel in front of her. The shot just wide on Lacasse. A good pace now that this power play is done. And our first look there at Skorupa. A big trade for Team Sonnet in the Christmas break.
Yeah, we gained Skorupa. She's going to be a great addition to the team. We did have to trade away Daniela Matucci to Team Harvey's. She isn't here this weekend, but we look forward to see what Skorupa can do and add to the team.
Knight now below the goal line will trying to send the puck over to Hannah Brandt. Intercepted by Poulet and Eldridge. Did she hit? She did. She hit the Jumbotron in middle of the rink there, just trying to loft the pass down to Clark. We'll bring things back in front of Lacasse.
I know Team Sonnet's plan this afternoon is try and beat them with speed, try and beat Harvey's with speed and wear down their D, get them turning. Maybe that's Team Harvey's plan as well, get those pucks in behind the D, flick it up, get there and try and burn them with speed.
Yeah, we got the inside scoop in the Sonnet dressing room today.
It is Laura Mack's birthday, so all she asked for her birthday is a team win.
We should mention Laura McIntosh, the coach of Team Sonnet and a longtime coach in the Toronto area, has been with the PWHPA and I believe the CWHL too when that was going on. Just has been a figure in the Toronto area for these girls for a long time.
Yeah, Laura Mack, I played with her on Markham Thunder in the CWHL, and then she transitioned to coaching in that first PWHPA year, and she's never looked back. She's an incredible coach. Team Sonnet has some of the best coaching. Paul Geiger has been around the women's game for a long time, so we're very lucky to have them as coaches.
I guess two congratulations on that bench too, because Paul getting engaged to someone we might know.
Yeah, a different player in the PWHPA. Renata Fast and Paul. I went to university with both of them at Clarkson when they started dating. So it's been a long time coming, about 10 years we've been waiting for this.
So a big congratulations to Paul and Renata. We'll see Renata tomorrow as Team Adidas and Team Scotiabank will make their way to Collingwood after Hockey Day in Canada in Owen Sound. We thank you for joining us on CBC Sports today. Now this Team Sonnet trying to get that birthday win. Dump the puck in. DeGeorge now at the blue line trying to beat Zandy Hart. Zandy Hart standing tall. Will battle Skartarnovsky and Schneider trying to help out. Puck bounces out to Harmon. Harmon D-to-D pass, looking for DeGeorge in the middle. Shaver will pick it up on the far side boards. One thing I notice in playing in different arenas, and obviously we're traveling week to week, the boards and how lively the boards can be. You can see the goaltenders are a little bit hesitant at first. Don't want to play the puck maybe as much until you figure that out.
Yeah, definitely. We don't get to practice too, right? So coming in here, you have no idea how those boards are going to react or what's going to go on. You try and check it out in warm-ups. The first thing I noticed when I came in here actually is dark seats. So if you rim a puck in off that glass, you lose it as a goaltender. So it could be something to use to your advantage if you're playing out there today.
Well, there you go.
I told Team Sonnet. I didn't tell Team Harvey's.
Well, now the teams will know for tomorrow if they listen back to the game. Some good insight there. I've never thought of that. Now Fortino at the point. Just going to look for the shot through the screen. It's tipped over the net. A little miscommunication there. Shaver's going to get there first, though. Fortino taken down at the blue line. Still gets the puck down. Shaver now exchanging passes with Steckline. Steckline's going to throw it in through traffic. And Hensley able to see that one through as we reach 10:50 remaining in the first period.
Another rebound gobbled up by Hensley, making it easy. That line for Team Harvey's has been coming out strong. The whole time they've been out there, they've just been grinding away in Team Sonnet's zone, trying to wear the D down and get it to the net. They've been making good plays.
Nicole Hensley, obviously a superstar in the U.S. national program, and has made a tremendous impact in the PWHPA as well. Team Harvey's now trying to break out. Buckles puts Larson down, but still able to get the puck down as Imar is on the chase. They move the puck up to Jenner. Jenner's going to try to squeeze that one through. She'll keep handle on it, and Buckles will send it in deep behind Lacasse. Lacasse just misses it. Jenner now with a chance to find Rock. Her shot stopped by Lacasse. Pass back to the point. It's going to be tipped out by Larson. Larson taken down, and we're going to get a penalty against Team Sonnet. And Abby Rock is not happy about that one. Just when you get the momentum going, sometimes that's what you see.
Yeah, and Team Sonnet short of D. Micah Zandy Hart going to the box is a big loss for them here on the penalty kill, especially with what Harvey's brings to the table on the power play.
I do want to mention, too, before I forget, the referees have started a pilot program. So these are actually Hockey Canada referees now. We are not taking local referees anymore on our events. So we're actually traveling with qualified referees for this level of hockey. And that was something that was discussed in the first half, and making sure that we're getting the officiating that is deserved by this level of hockey. So we've got referees flown in from all over as Clark gets a good shot on Hensley, and what a save.
What a save. You could see there Team Sonnet got a bit lost, and there was 3 people up high, leaving the down low players open for Harvey's. Led to a great scoring opportunity.
Don't want to leave Emily Clark too often in the slot.
I don't want to leave any of these players on the ice open in the slot.
Who is the player that you would fear the most in net? Whose shot is the hardest and it hurts?
Whose shot is the hardest? Poulin's got a pretty hard shot. Renata Fast has a hard shot. The player I don't want open the slot is Rattray, just because of the personal connection. I really don't like when she scores on me, which she has this year in the PWHPA Dream Gap Tour. There's a picture of it.
That's hilarious. A friendship rivalry extends decades of hockey.
Yep, it hurts more when you're friends with them.
Yeah, domination in the Ottawa region. I was victim to it, I will say. Poulin now at the blue line. She's got Harmon with her. She's exchanging passes as Brandt and Knight are quite aggressive up top on this PK. Eldridge tries to find the backhand. Hensley will send that behind the net. Rattray now back to Harmon. Harmon to Rattray. Down low for Eldridge. Jesse Eldridge. A local, somewhat local this weekend, only an hour away in Barrie, Ontario. Taking the ceremonial puck drop. Harmon now and Poulin. Exchanging passes. They're looking for the one-timer. Can't connect as Brandt is going to take that puck away and clear it down the ice. 45 seconds remaining on the power play for Team Harvey's. Harmon is going to leave it for DeGeorge. Finds Steckline with speed in the neutral zone. Nice little move to avoid the forechecker, but Sonnet will clear it out. Lacasse will come out to play the puck. They only have 20 seconds, maybe one last chance if they're quick on the power play. Kogan, nice play behind the net. She puts pressure on Fortino. Shaver now. 15 to go on the power play. Steckline to Skamura. Skamura on the near side. Delays. Good pressure again by Kogan. Fortino's not an option. She goes down low and they're going to clear it out. That'll do it for the power play. So improving their PK percentages, as that's 2 now killed off by the Sonnet Slappers.
After that first play where they left players open down low, that Sonnet was able to adjust and play a more confined game in the D zone, which helped them out there on the penalty kill.
Harmon now with speed. We've seen this all season long, a very offensive D. Skamura's going to take the hit in the corner by Abby Rock, but gets the puck back. Trying to get out of danger. She's got Schneider as well, putting pressure on her. Good play by Haley. Point to Richards. Richards delays, takes the shot, looking for the tip, but Hensley gets a piece of it. Now Richards back in the neutral zone. Regrouping with Harmon, they find Emma. Fakes the shot. Nice play by Buckles as she goes down to stop that pass.
Really great play by Buckles there, able to take it away. That makes it really easy on the goalie. And Buckles, a recent graduate of Harvard, she seems to be doing well playing with this speed and skill that's in the PWHPA.
Chance here for Sonnet. Andy Hart's shot goes wide. Jenner almost finds the back door, but puck is going to be cleared out as Amal gets a stick on it. Skarupa tries to clear it in. Harmon's going to stop her though. Larson hit at the red line. Damaris is just going to change it. Go for a change, sorry, as she sends the puck down deep. Now Vasco trying to make the long pass. Intercepted by Poulet. Now Eldridge. Down low for Poulet again. Taken away by Riverina Braga. Back to the point, there's Clark. Nice rebound, but couldn't get a stick on it as it goes through her skates. Only back inside the Harvey zone, and who else but Poulet to back check, pick up the puck and find Eldridge. Now over to Clark. Clark finds Greco.
Harvey's is always looking to hit that third or fourth wave when they attack off the rush here. They're not hitting the third player high in the slot, it's that fourth player coming in, or the fifth. They do well as attacking as a unit.
So many threats on the ice when this line is out there especially. And again, that regroup quick for Harvey's as they're back inside the zone. Haven't had a whistle in a while either, as the tempo of this game picks up. Shaver inside the blue line. Her shot stopped by Riverina Braga. The side of the net, Nicole Hensley will cover things up. And we'll get a face-off to her left. And I got to mention, in Collingwood, a small community for those who don't know, a little bit of a cottage country and a ski town, but a sold-out crowd here of 1,000 inside Eddie Bush Memorial Arena, and this is kind of what it's all about.
Yeah, definitely. I think as a player, that's what you want. You want fans in the stands. It creates an atmosphere. it kind of charges you to even go that much harder and play that much harder because you want the fans cheering for you, and you just love the community aspects you get in a rink like this.
Well, we've got 2 more games tomorrow, a part of the Secret Dream Gap Tour here in Collingwood. And have not gotten the results yet. We don't look at our phones when we're on air, but it was 2-0 Hockey Day in Canada on Team Adidas versus Team Scotiabank. So we'll have to see in between the periods when we get the results of that game. And obviously we've got the likes of Sarah Nurse, Jillian Saunier, Laura Stacey coming back into town, and as well as Blair Turnbull, Rebecca Johnston, and so many more that will get to entertain the crowd tomorrow. And we'll have Liz Knox back.
Yes,
unfortunately.
I'll be back watching, taking a back seat. Let the professionals do it.
Well, we've got to get you on the broadcast more, Erica. You got a talent for it. And the face-off now to the left of Hensley. Skating down. Fortino avoids the forecheck. Is going to find Clark. Clark is looking for Eldridge. She'll keep hold of the puck. Long pass over to Poulet on the far side. Poulet has got 2 Sonnet players on her. She's going to keep battling for the puck. Kogan, though, will find it, sends it in deep. Lacasse plays the puck over to Fortino in Steckline. Now Clark chasing it in the neutral zone. Jenner inside the zone. Battling at the blue line as Steckline picks up the puck, finds Poulet. Poulet over to Jesse Eldridge and just skips over the backhand of Eldridge. Now over Jenner in the neutral zone. Finds Garupa. Garupa one-on-one, stopped. That was Greco. Now Leslie back in the neutral zone. Finds Riberina Braga, who moves it over to Alexa Vasco. We're going to say goodbye to Erica Howe for the last couple minutes of the period, as she's going to head down to interview our player after the buzzer. And still 1-0 Team Harvey's leads Team Sonnet. Team Harvey's looking to make it 9 wins in a row. And Sonnet obviously looking to get back in the win column. And they've had a struggle as of late, lost 7 of their last 8. But as we mentioned, many of those games going all the way into a shootout. Riberina Braga put into the boards. She's slow to get up, but she'll get the puck in front of Lacasse. Can't get the shot off, and here comes Jamie Lee Rattray. Rattray almost taken down by Gavrilova. The puck is going to be sent down, icing waved off, as Harmon will pick it up at the side of Lacasse. Savannah Harmon off the boards. Knight intercepts the pass. Will keep it inside. And Knight, another awkward angle shot, almost fools Lacasse, but she stops it. Now it's in the corner for Gavrilova. Gavrilova finds Thompson. Thompson battling Skamura. And they find Rattray, and here with speed is Poznikov. Poznikov trying to find Rattray. She's tied up by Knight. Now Gavrilova on the far side is taken down. No, there will be a call in the play. The back referee is going to call that. And it's going to be a tripping call against Claire DeGeorge. So we'll get a second Sonnet power play. A minute 37 remaining in the period. And they'll send Jenner, Brandt, Rock, Knight, and Zandy Hart on the ice. Poulet wins the draw, Steckline. Quick over to Emily Clark, and they're going to find Poulet in the neutral zone, but a little over her head as Zandy Hart picks up the loose puck. Now Knight and Rock in the neutral zone, having to regroup. A minute 20 left in the first period. Zandy Hart has pressure from Clark. one of the best on the PK. For Team Canada and Team Harvey's is Emily Clark. And she puts Zandy Hart down on her back and kills some time off of the penalty as Sonnet does enter the Harvey zone. Now Jenner below the goal line. The puck is bouncing on her. She can't get control, and it'll be cleared out by Team Harvey's as we're in the last minute of play in the first period. Claire Thompson is going to skate it out herself. Stops as Shaver has some good pressure on her. Now to Brown. Brown's pass is stopped by Skamura. Claire Thompson. Second time attempt, looking for Skrupa, and it's going to be cleared out maybe by Lacasse. Vasco with some good pressure, able to stop it. 20 seconds remaining. Zandy Hart at the blue line. Finds Brown. Brown looking for a lane. Finds Skrupa on the far side. Back to Zandy Hart. Zandy Hart down to Vasco, and the centering pass is going to be cleared out. And that'll do it for the first period. So it is Team Harvey's who will maintain a 1-goal lead over Team Sonnet after 20 minutes. And we'll join Erica Howe at ice level with our player interview. Just waiting to see who that might be. And it's going to be Sophia Shaver, our goal scorer of the period. And we'll send it down to ice level to Erica Howe with Sophia Shaver.
Okay, Shaver, big start there for Team Harvey's. You guys came out flying. You sniped a goal early in that period, bar down. Can you walk us through the play that led to your goal?
Yeah, I think my line mate just changed. So I had Ratty coming wide, and we were told to kind of stay wide. This would create space, so I stayed over on this side here. She made an amazing pass to me, and I just shot it from high and was lucky enough it went in.
Yeah, great shot, great pass by Ratty too. First period under your belt after a long break, about a month off here. How are you feeling? How's the team chemistry going?
Yeah, I think anytime we have a long break, it's really important for us to take some time to do video before, which we did, and kind of refresh our brains on our offensive forecheck, defensive plays. And I think because we did that, we were able to come out here and kind of get right back to it right away, which is nice.
That's it. Good luck. Good luck in the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Thanks, Erica, and thanks to Sophia Shaver, the lone goal scorer of the game so far. It's Team Harvey's up by 1. We'll be back in about 15 minutes' time with your second period. You're watching the PWHPA Secret Dream Gap Tour on CBC Sports.
Working on the weekend like usual.
Gatorade, with electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat. Carbs to help fuel your working muscles. And fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Timbits of Wisdom.
The advice show for grown-ups by Timbits.
My son has tons of assists, but he's upset he has no goals.
You can't always be the winner.
How can I relax?
Get more sleep.
What do you think I should do?
Just talk to them. The other team has feelings too.
What's the meaning of life?
Just have fun. Who is asking that question?
These dimensions are way off. Who built this? Show yourselves.
What is this?
He topped his Harvey's burger just the way he wanted. Extra pickles. Now he thinks he's in charge of everything.
These barbecues even work?
He's the intern, right?
He's gone mad with power.
Am I the only one who knows how to architect?
I'm the boss now. Oh, better believe. I'm the boss now. Come on, it's a beautiful thing.
The sun is out. The music is in your control. Your crush is here. The vibe is good. Vizzy Hard Seltzer is a vibe.
My name is Kendall Coyne Schofield. I am from Palos Heights, Illinois. I played my college hockey at Northeastern University, and I'm currently on Team Adidas with the PWHPA. The PWHPA is the Professional Women's Hockey Players Association, and back in May of 2019, a group of players got together to form the Players Association with the mission to change the landscape of women's hockey forever. I hope to see a more consistent product on the ice so that when you turn on your TV during hockey season, you don't just see the NHL, you see women's hockey just as consistently as you see men's hockey. Once we start seeing that, I think we'll really see the true growth that the game has already exceeded, I think, without the infrastructure that it deserves. I remember the first time I saw a women's hockey game was when I was 10 years old, and the Olympic team came through the United Center in Chicago to play Team Canada before the 2002 Olympic Games, and I was just a bug on the glass. And then from there, the next game that I saw was with the women's national team was the one I played in, just to show you the gap of how hard it is to find and see women in hockey. To be it when you can't see it, that's such a strong purpose and mission of the PWHPA. We know how important that visibility is to the next generation, so that when these young girls grow up, they know that there's a place for them to be in this sport professionally and make a living doing it.
Memorial Arena. My name's Izzy Germain. I'm joined by Erica Howe, and we have Game 2 of the Collingwood Showcase for the PWHPA Secret Dream Gap Tour. And Erica, breaking news that Team Scotiabank takes a 3-0 victory on Hockey Day in Canada against Team Adidas. That'll shake things up a bit.
Yeah, definitely. That'll help the standings for Team Scotiabank. They really needed a win here. They, like Team Sonnet, have been down at the bottom of the standings, so a big win for them, and hopefully they don't carry that into tomorrow because they're playing Team Sonnet tomorrow morning, my team. But glad they got the victory and, were able to score a couple goals.
Yeah, a reminder that we'll be back tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I'm so used to being out in Atlantic Standard Time. But at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we'll be back with Team Sonnet, Team Scotiabank, and then Harvey's and Adidas will finish things off in the afternoon game at 12:30. All here in Collingwood, a great community so far and a good response from the fans. A sold-out crowd here in Collingwood. And we've got a 1-0 deficit, but they're going to start on the power play.
Yeah, it would be huge here for Team Sonnet to be able to pot one early, get back in this game, and go roll from there.
So 23 seconds remaining on the power play. The penalty to DeGeorge. And now to start things off behind Nicole Hensley. Quick pass to Jenner from Claire Thompson. I always have to mention this because it always blows my mind, but Claire Thompson, with the player that she is, as she shoots that and it hits the post behind Lacasse, and it's back to the point, but it takes time off of NYU Med School to play in the PWHPA.
Yeah, she does it all. She's a busy student, and she's a great person. She's great to have around the team, and she never seems like she's overwhelmed, but she's just doing it all. All the hours of her day are definitely scheduled, and it's excellent that we can have her here and play hockey.
Insane dedication from Claire Thompson, and that was a incredible play by Micah Zandy Hart. 1-on-3. She had Poulain trying to go back door and was able to stop that before the puck got to Hensley. So 5-on-5 action now, 1-0. Team Harvey's leads Team Sonnet. Thanks for joining us on CBC Sports today. Now Marie-Philippe Poulain. Along the boards, back to Harmon, now Richards. To Eldridge down low. Jesse Eldridge. Puck gets taken away, but Poulain's there to cover. She's put into the boards by Hannah Brandt, and they'll try to clear it out as Gavrilova gets a stick on it. Eldridge now back to help the D. Nice backhand pass to Skamura off the bench. Her pass to Rattray, though, missed. She'll intercept the pass to Brand, and here's your friend Jamie Lee Rattray now with the puck. Skamura at the hash marks. She's got the point. Greco with a slap shot. That one goes wide. Channel gets the rebound off the boards. Blocked and will go on the near side. Gavrilova trying to clear it out. Stopped by Skamura. Skamura, great move. The shot from the point. I believe that was Hensley that got her blocker on it. Could have also been Jamie Lee Rattray.
It might have been Rattray as well.
Yeah,
I know she likes to play goalie in Women's League, so she's just warming up for that.
Here's Rattray again over the blue line. Waiting for some help, but stopped by Thompson. Thompson now tries to send it over to Vasco. Vasco's stopped by Shaver. Sophia Shaver, good interview with Erica Howe in the middle, or between the periods there. An incredible shot from Sophia Shaver to have that first goal. Now here comes Riverina Braga. She's taken down, and Steckline is gonna head to the box.
Early there in the period, Team Sonnet just seemed to be a little disconnected. The D were trying to break it out, and the forwards were way out at the red line. I think Team Sonnet just needs to group together, play a little bit better as a team, and break out together to get past this strong Harvey's forecheck.
So Team Harvey's is gonna go back on the PK. This might be good for Team Sonnet. And I love watching the interaction between players and referees. I won't say that I was one of those that liked to chat it up, going to the box. But Steckline having a few words with the referee, but they were laughing by the end of it. So here's a shot from Jenner in the slot.
Great save on a point-blank chance there by Geneviève Lacasse.
Now Zandy Hart at the blue line, trying to go down low to Rock. Finds Brandt. Brandt to Rock. That shot stopped. Rock again at the hash marks. Back to Zandy Hart. Zandy Hart finds Rock. Took it on her backhand, so no shot opportunity. She'll send it over to the corner for Hillary Knight. Zandy Hart now at the point, and that's gloved down. No one in front of Lacasse, an easy save for her.
Team Sonnet, I think, well, every team in the PWHPA is very, very skilled. I think right now Team Sonnet just needs to find the chemistry. You know, everyone's skilled, everyone can make good plays. It's just about finding that chemistry to work together like Team Harvey's has. You can see that Team Harvey's kind of has the chemistry going, and Team Sonnet, I think, will get there.
That's what's so special about what we're doing is you're taking U.S. national athletes, Canadian national athletes, development people who've just graduated university, have never been a part of the national program maybe, and you're putting everybody together, and we only travel on the weekends. You're training in different hubs. Very difficult to find that chemistry. Puck at the blue line now. The shot from Brown stopped in front. Skamura trying to get rid of it. It's going to go down below the goal line as Vasco puts pressure on Harmon. Sonnet comes away with the puck. Skarupa in front for Thompson. She's tied up, can't get the shot off. Brown stops it at the blue line. Now Leslie. Down low for Vasco. Skarupa on the near side boards. Back to Knight. There's that slap shot. Vasco gets a stick on it, and it's stopped before it gets to Lacasse. And you know Hillary Knight is just waiting for those opportunities to let that shot go. All-time leading scorer in the IIHF. Only a matter of time before Hillary Knight breaks out this season. Jenner now around channel, back to Knight. Knight with a shot stopped by Lacasse. 5 seconds remaining on the power play. Some good opportunities here for Team Sonnet. Jenner still has it. Steckline out of the box as the last opportunity on the power play goes wide.
That was a great power play by Team Sonnet. Let's hope they build here and they're able to kind of build off what they just did out there.
On Team Harvey's tired group of off. And Abby Rock will send the puck down deep, as they too have been on the ice quite a long time now with that power play. Shiner down in the corner. Back to Buckles. Buckles with a shot, almost fools Lacasse on the near side. Jenner decides to keep it and go behind the net. Nice pass to Riverina Braga at the point. Harmon is taken down, and here's Eldridge on a breakaway. Jesse Eldridge stopped by Hensley.
It's a great read by Hensley there. I'm not sure Eldridge knew she had support coming, and Clarkey coming down the side there.
You can see them talking now. Sometimes you're just so shocked to see that you're on a breakaway, and it's a little bit of a panic moment.
You want to at least get a shot on net, right?
Exactly, and that she did. At a shoulder save by Hensley will get the face-off to her left. And here's the replay now as, yeah, Eldridge, a little bit more time and space maybe than she realized. Tried to go top shelf on that one. Now Team Sonnet. Claire Thompson logging a lot of minutes so far in this one with speed over the blue line. Below the goal line, she's taken down by Laura Fortino. Laura Fortino and Lee Steckline logged the most amount of minutes, roughly 24 minutes a game for Team Harvey's.
Wow.
And here's Jesse Eldridge again, almost on a breakaway, trying to find Poulet and stopped by Riverina Braga. There's Poulet's chance back door, but Schneider just gets enough on it to tip it wide. Back the other way. Skarupa, one-on-one with Richards. Good stick as Richards stops her. Now Clark. Rims it around. Hensley will stop it as Harvey's goes off for a change. Now Larson on the forecheck. A long pass from Zandy Hart, and it's going to be an icing call against Team Sonnet, but we saw what she was doing there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's just a little bit off. You know, once those passes start landing and the bounces start going their way, it'll be a very dangerous team.
Well, you talked about, obviously, Aaron Ambrose is out. You've had a little bit of injury trouble, too, and Hillary Knight missing Pittsburgh with the flu, and it's difficult, too, when you don't have the entire lineup to work with day in and day out.
Yeah, there's only a showcase every couple of weekends, right? So if you miss one, you're kind of out of lineup. I know I missed Montreal, and I felt like I wasn't vibing with the girls. I didn't have the chemistry going. So you have one person out for one weekend, and that kind of throws off the whole lineup.
Well, and Erica, you have a good reason when you're out. A full-time firefighter in Mississauga.
Yep, very lucky to have a career that I love, and that allows me to play hockey as well.
And it's a little bit of a theme I've got with my color commentary analysts, because Liz Knox, also a firefighter in Oakville. So maybe that's just, you guys are firefighters by day, color by night?
Exactly, goalies part-time.
True,
yeah.
Both goalies.
But
so I definitely
with,
have a theme going.
I played with Knoxie for 4 or 5 years in the CWHL, and I try and be just like her. So that's how we ended up on the same career path.
Liz Knox making her debut on Sportsnet today with Hockey Day in Canada, showcasing the Adidas versus Scotiabank game that was happening in Owen Sound. Good story for Owen Sound. The Hockey Day in Canada events there have been canceled the last 3 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and so they were finally able to get that there this weekend, and happy to be a part of it. 14 hours worth of hockey on Sportsnet today as part of our Hockey Day in Canada, and it all started with the PWHPA game this morning. Team Sonnet looking to get their first of the game. Skamura and Knight battling for the puck. Skamura's gonna punch it out of the zone and get it back at the red line as Buckles tried to clear it out. Gets it to Rattray, and a little bit of a fooling pass there as Hensley thought it got pushed over to Postnikov. But Rattray had it the entire time, couldn't find the back of the net. Knight now along the boards, tries to bank it out and stopped at the blue line. Hensley a good stick there, she poke checks it away to Thompson. Thompson falling, still able to get the puck over. Now Schneider's gonna battle DeGeorge along the boards. DeGeorge, centering pass. Intended for Demers as she was coming off the bench, but it's gonna be cleared out by Sonnet. Knight will stay out as her line mates change. As the lone forechecker. Long pass to Demers. They connect. Schaefer now. Sandy Hurt gets back in time to kick that one away. Now along the board, Steckline. Referee dodges that clearing as Sandy Hurt now tries to send it back. It'll find Fortino at the red line. A little bit of back and forth in the neutral zone. Here's Abby Rock on a partial break. Rock tries to move it to Kogan, and it's stopped by Fortino.
That was a great back check by Fortino. She's able to overcome and take the puck away.
We've seen that a ton from Laura Fortino here and with the national programs.
Yeah, very smart player. Yes!
There's the goal for Sonnet as Brianne Jenner backhands that one behind Lacasse. And Erica Howe is happy. I'm sure we'll see the replay here, but good pressure by Sonnet the last few minutes. Being patient, getting pucks in deep, and it pays off as Brianne Jenner able to steal that one away and put it in behind Lacasse. Here's the replay. You see it starts with Abby Rock along the boards.
Great pressure there, and then a great play by Jenner. Probably one of the most skilled players I've ever played with, practiced with. She's just incredibly skilled player, able to look up, see where the goalie is, and tuck it around Lacasse there.
Her daughter June on that side of the ice as well, enjoying the game. So it's a 1-1 hockey game. We've seen this before between these two teams. Here comes Savannah Harmon though, and she's gonna get a goal for Harvey's. And that one fools Nicole Hensley.
I think that might have gone off Hensley's pad, off of Buckle's shin pads and into the back of the net there. Let's check it out on the replay here. But that's quick comeback there by Harvey's to get up again 2-1.
Now, you would know better. I could see that she was maybe cheating a little bit. You got Marie-Philippe Poulin going back door. You've got to protect that side of the ice a little bit.
Definitely, you have to start some backwards momentum.
And I think you're right. The rebound just hits Buckles as she was skating back, and it's going to put Harvey's back up by 1. So just as Sonnet was getting some wind in their sails, they've got to get back to it. In the offensive zone, battling for the puck, Schneider trying to take it away from Clark, but Poulet is going to find it at the hash marks. Moves it to Eldridge, finds Emily Clark, the passing, the breakaway, Emily Clark, backhand stop by Hensley.
What a save, and to cover up that rebound.
The passing on that play.
Incredible. It's incredible what Team Harvey's is able to do and how they see each other on the ice.
I try to tell people often, it's fun that we're able to broadcast these games to everybody watching worldwide online, but if you have an opportunity to see these athletes compete in person, it's a completely different feeling, and you gain a ton of respect for the talent and the speed of this game, and that's an incredible demonstration of what they're able to do. And that just off its bearings there as we'll reset. What's the key here for Hensley? Not her fault on that goal, but has to reset for her team.
Yeah, I was definitely just thinking too, maybe Hensley talks to the team and say, okay guys, let's play smart here. Let's stop with the 2-on-1s and the breakaways. Just play a smart game, go back to what we were doing. I think Hensley's a professional, so she's able to reset easily. She doesn't get off her game very often. So I think it's just about Team Sonnet playing a bit smarter here.
We'll take a quick break. Team Sonnet will have a chance to tie things up after the break. You're watching the PWHPA Secret Dream Gap Tour, the Collingwood Showcase. Welcome back. 2-1, Team Harvey's leads Team Sonnet. We welcome everybody joining us from across the world, and maybe those who were watching Sportsnet earlier this morning and saw a 3-0 Team Scotiabank win over Team Adidas. And we were just talking here in the break, just how do you regroup after a goal like that? Obviously, as a D, you don't want to score on your own net. As a goaltender, you mentioned you want to save that puck. You mentioned maybe Hensley has a chat. She kind of stayed in her own area, but what do you think Laura McIntosh says to her group ahead of this power play?
I think she says that was just a tough bounce. That was what we call a Sonnet bounce. So just regroup here, play a smart game, and get going here on the power play.
Well, they'll get their 4th crack at the power play, and they've been looking pretty good in the last few. They've got Emily Clark, though. She's one of the best penalty killers. And she's out there with Marie-Philippe Poulin.
Yeah, that combo there, they're all over players, right? They're quick players, they're able to get in on the D. They don't give you much time to set up on the power play.
2 tough players to set up against, and Sonnet still trying to set up. Here's Jenner. She's got the lone goal for Sonnet. Something going on that side of the ice. Steckline had a hard time getting the puck out, and then Jenner having a hard time as well. We'll get the face-off in the neutral zone.
Based on how cold I am up here, I imagine the ice is freezing down there. Probably some cold ice. It makes a difference, playing on cold ice versus warm ice.
We were quite worried about how cold we would be in this arena, and some of the locals also shared with me that the insulation, I don't know, you can't see it on the broadcast, but the insulation that we see in the roof is actually brand new. So it was even colder last season.
Wow.
So thankfully we're here after the installation of the insulation, as Brianne Jenner sends that one to Zandy Hart. Her shot high and wide. I'll battle along the boards as Knight is trying to find it in her skates. He's got Poznikov causing problems. Now 3 Sonnet players digging for it. They'll ask them to play it out. Sandy Hart will regroup in front of Hensley. Good pressure by Larson. She gets the puck off of Sandy Hart's stick. It'll find its way to Abby Rock. Knight loses her glove and she'll head off the ice. Now Sandy Hart at the blue line. Back to Skarupa. Sandy Hart looking for that slap shot again. It looked good the first time around. Back there, the tip just wide. Vasco again, she's got a good stick in front. That's the second tip shot that almost makes it past Lacasse. And now Skamura out of the box and right on offense as she gets taken down in front. And Hensley's able to cover that one up.
Yeah, right off the penalty kill there, Harvey's was able to come down and get a great opportunity on net.
Great call there by Skamura to get the puck at the far blue line. And here's the play of Skamura coming out of the box there. Just stopped by Sandy Hart. She's been having a great game.
Yeah, she just kind of throws it in the blender there and goes really hard after it.
Brown backhands it over to her D partner Buckles. Clear out attempt stopped by Rattray. And a pass attempted for Demers is intercepted. Skarupa trying to find Leslie. A few missed passes there on both sides. We'll regroup in the neutral zone. Buckles will join the offense. Good back check by Rattray. I'll battle along the boards. Leslie finds it in her skates, taken away by Rattray. She'll move it up for Demers on the far side. She's all alone. Trying to kill some time as her teammates are off for a change. She'll be put into the boards by Thompson. Thompson, that is the one thing she is so dangerous at. She's so good at quietly coming around the players and how easy it is to get your stick under her skates and get a penalty called against you when she does that.
Yeah, she's kind of deceiving with how quick she is and how she's able to cross over to the outside, come back in, and if you're swinging your stick, you could get caught up there.
So an offside call against Team Harvey's. And we got the 2 powerhouses now going. Got now Kogan off the face-off win by Abby Rock. Trying to get some offense going with Brianne Jenner. Now Rock and Jenner. Jenner's shot goes wide. Rock below the goal line. Finds Jenner on the near side. Centering pass to Kogan. Tipped out by Demers. It'll stay active, and there's Abby Rock.
The slap shot queen herself.
I guess the designer, the creator of the shirts, and I would assume the creative mind behind the name.
Yes, definitely. Lots of slap shots on Sonnet. In the first couple games, that's all the only way we could score was slap shots. So the Sonnet slappers emerged from that, and she's been great at getting the T-shirts, creating team chemistry, and getting that done for us.
Abby Rock has had a great start to her season. And just I've just been so impressed with her success rate in the face-off circles. Not someone I would want to go head-to-head with.
Yeah, she doesn't lose much. There was also money on the board that Abby started for first goal in Turo. And surprisingly enough, she scored and got all the money. Amazing how that happens. Quite a shocker that she took everyone's money after she started it.
Oh, that's hilarious. Quite the personality is Abby Rock, and keeping everything light in the Team Sonnet dressing room. And still playing a really good game today, only 2-1 for Team Harvey's. When you look at the points margin, you don't expect a tight game, but it is always that when these two teams meet. 2 shootout losses Team Sonnet has suffered at the hands of, really, Marie-Philippe Poulin.
Yeah, it's having Marie and oh,
here's a breakaway for Poznikov. Backhands
great
it in.
Save.
Hensley again. A blocker save.
She just looks so calm, you know. Hensley doesn't bite on anything. She's just right and square to the play, able to make the save look easy when it's definitely not.
Would be so frustrating as a player. You're trying to see where she is going to bite, and she doesn't.
At all. But having Poulin in a shootout is a cheat code. She's a goalie nightmare.
The move she's come up with this year, they're different every time and successful almost every single time. Except in Pittsburgh. She'll be the first to admit she had to reset after the rivalry series as well. It doesn't take her long to reset the cheat code, though.
No.
Team Harvey's.
If she misses once, you think, oh no, because you can guarantee she's going home, working on it, coming up with something else, and she's coming back to score.
That's the thing about the greats, right? If I miss a shot, I think, well, that's too bad. It was a 50-50 shot anyways. That's even being generous. But the greats are always so obsessed with maybe that one play that you don't remember in a game. Goaltender, I'm sure, would be the same. You're just obsessed with the little details, and you work on those little details even when you're the best in the game.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what separates them from the rest, right?
A chance in front for Team Harvey's. Batted away by Leslie. Now the puck on the near side for Larson. Down low for Emma. Zandy Hart to Riberina Braga. And Sonnet will clear the zone as they find Skarupa over the blue line. Skarupa in addition after Christmas to Team Sonnet. And Abby Rock with a nice toe drag around Lee Steckline, and Geneviève Lacasse comes up big.
Another big save by Lacasse there. She just seems to be eating everything up. It's hitting her in the chest, but that's because she's in the right spot and she's playing big in her crease.
Get a look at this. The play by Skarupa. Did think that she hadn't played in the beginning of the season and making an impact. Look at this toe drag by Abby Rock. A lot of talent on the young Abby Rock stick. And as you mentioned, you hit the post. Doesn't mean you beat the goalie. They just had their angles right.
Exactly.
Abby Rock again. Backhands it over to Jenner. It's cleared away by Clark temporarily and back to Brown. Poulin, though, picks it up at the hash marks. Long pass to Eldridge. Here's another chance for Eldridge. But Hensley's going to come out of her net. And the open net is missed. And the Thompson and Hensley laughing together.
Yeah, you love to see it. I love when players go hard, they play the game fierce, but then when they make plays and when things happen, they're able to laugh about it.
She hesitated a little bit, but she did beat Eldridge to the puck.
Just got her in the shin pads there.
Yeah, the shin pads, a nightmare of Hensley now, but another play for Jessie Eldridge. Off a pass by Marie-Philippe Poulin. Here's a chance for Harmon, her shot. Stopped by Hensley. Down to George, battling for the puck. Damaris will come over to help. Sophia Schaefer in the slot, her shot gloved down by Hensley, and she's dialed in. 2:35 remaining in the second period. Nicole Hensley doing everything she can to keep her team in this one. As we say hi to a few fans here in Collingwood. Collingwood Lightning, the female minor hockey team here in town, enjoying tonight's game. Now Schneider will battle with Shaver below the goal line for the puck. They try to find Brandt, and they'll find Hillary Knight in the slot, but she's stopped by Harmon at the blue line. Buckles into George now. Need help from Hannah Brandt. Below the goal line, the puck is going to bounce out, stays inside. Hensley thinks that one touched the netting behind the net. Richards keeps the puck in at the blue line. Posnikov helps her to send it down to Demers. It'll come back to Richards at the point. She's got Harmon on the far side. Nice pass. Harmon's going to go for a shot wide of the net. Posnikov trying to center it. Posnikov still with the puck, battling with Zandy Hart. Zandy Hart puts her down, and wraparound attempt from Rattray. It'll be covered up by Hensley, and we've got a penalty coming to Zandy Hart. It's going to be a hooking call as she took down Posnikov behind the net. So a Harvey's power play with 1:39 remaining in the second period. They lead 2-1. Marie-Philippe Poulin with Emily Clark and Jessie Eldridge. They've been connecting well so far this game. They're joined by Savannah Harmon and Jamie Lee Rattray at the point. Rattray to Poulin, down low to Eldridge. Eldridge hangs on to it, trying to find Rattray going back door. And another penalty coming. Hard to tell who it'll be as both players went into the boards. And it's going to be against Jamie Lee Rattray. It's going to be a holding call as she went into the boards with Kogan battling. And she's confused. Not happy about the call. This will bring us to 4-on-4 hockey with 1:20 in the second period. And Team Sonnet will be happy with that. Will come down in front of Geneviève Lacasse for the face-off. Poulin wins the draw. Lacasse chooses to play it over to Clark. Clark to Fortino, to Poulin. Poulin's going to send it back to Steckline. Just trying to kill this last minute of the second period. Steckline now avoids the forecheck from Jenner. Moves it over to Poulin. Poulin now. Space in the neutral zone. She's going to take it in herself. Around both forwards. And we'll send it in behind Riberina Braga as we approach 50 seconds remaining in the second period. The pass to Fortino makes its way out of the zone. Now Steckline taking her time. D-to-D pass to Fortino. She had Skamura at the blue line. Hangs on to it. We'll find Eldridge now. Eldridge with speed. Over to Fortino. Quick to Skamura. She runs in to Vasco at the blue line. Knight now trying to clear it out. Stopped by Skamura. Over to Eldridge. Eldridge in the slot. Her shot blocker saved by Hensley. Eldridge back in the slot trying to find Skamura. Goes through everybody's skates, and now in front of Hensley will get a face-off with 4 seconds remaining in the Sonnet zone. So Harvey's is going to send Poulin back on the ice as Eldridge is going to take the draw, and Poulin is going to set up ready for the shot, but Hannah Brandt wins the draw, and they're going to let the time go down as that'll do it for 40 minutes in this one. Well, it looks like Team Sonnet had tied things up, but not 15 seconds later did Team Harvey's respond with a Savannah Harmon goal. Hensley, though, doing everything she can to keep her team in this one, and they've got 20 more minutes and see what they can do and get back in the win column in the PWHPA standings. We'll join Erica Howe soon with Brianne Jenner, the Sonnet goal scorer of the second period. We'll send it down to ice level to Erica and Brianne Jenner.
Okay, Jenny, great goal there in the second period. You were able to tie it up. What were you seeing from Lacasse there?
I just wanted to try to move the puck laterally a little bit and put it on net, so happy it went in.
Great play. You've been playing with Abby Rock a lot. How is it playing with her after the rivalry series? You know, you guys are against each other, then you come here and you're on a line. What do you do to create that chemistry?
It's great. She's a great player. It's a lot quieter when you play on her line than when you play against her because she'd be pretty loud out here. But it's great. She's a competitor, so talented, a lot of fun to play with.
All right. What's the game plan going into the third to get Sonnet a win and walk away with the victory?
I think right now we're letting the Harveys get behind us too much, especially in the neutral zone. So I think if we tighten up some play defensively, we'll get more chances in the O zone.
Go Sonnet.
Go Sonnet.
Thank you, Erica, and thank you to Brianne Jenner. A beautiful backhand goal in behind. Genevieve Lacasse had tied things up, but Team Harvey's is who has the lead after 40 minutes. We'll be right back with your third period. You're watching the PWHPA Secret Dream Gap Tour, the Collingwood Showcase.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Gatorade, with electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat. Carbs to help fuel your working muscles. And fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Timbits of Wisdom.
The advice show for grown-ups by Timbits.
My son has tons of assists, but he's upset he has no goals.
You can't always be the winner.
How can I relax?
Get more sleep.
What do you think I should do?
Just talk to them. The other team has feelings too.
What's the meaning of life?
Just have fun. Who's asking that question?
These dimensions are way off. Who built this? Show yourselves.
What is this?
He topped his Harvey's burger just the way he wanted. Extra pickles. Now he thinks he's in charge of everything.
These barbecues even work?
He's the intern, right?
He's gone mad with power.
Am I the only one who knows how to architect?
I'm the boss now. Oh, better believe. I'm the boss now. Come on, it's a beautiful thing.
The sun is out. The music is in your control. Your crush is here. The vibe is good. Vizzy Hard Seltzer is a vibe.
My name is Kendall Coyne Schofield. I am from Palos Heights, Illinois. I played my college hockey at Northeastern University, and I'm currently on Team Adidas with the PWHPA. The PWHPA is the Professional Women's Hockey Players Association, and back in May of 2019, a group of players got together to form the Players Association with the mission to change the landscape of women's hockey forever. I hope to see a more consistent product on the ice so that when you turn on your TV during hockey season, you don't just see the NHL, you see women's hockey just as consistently as you see men's hockey. Once we start seeing that, I think we'll really see the true growth that the game has already exceeded, I think, without the infrastructure that it deserves. I remember the first time I saw a women's hockey game was when I was 10 years old, and the Olympic team came through the United Center in Chicago to play Team Canada before the 2002 Olympic Games, and I was just a bug on the glass. And then from there, the next game that I saw was with the women's national team was the one I played in, just to show you the gap of how hard it is to find and see women in hockey. To be it when you can't see it, that's such a strong purpose and mission of the PWHPA. We know how important that visibility is to the next generation, so that when these young girls grow up, they know that there's a place for them to be in this sport professionally and make a living doing it.
right, welcome back inside the Eddie Bush Memorial Arena, home of the Collingwood Blues and the Collingwood Lightning. You see some of the Lightning on the ice now as we just had a check-a-puck competition. I've never seen so many pucks on the ice for a check-a-puck. I got to brag a little bit, though, Erica. I was the check-a-puck puck retriever in Montreal.
Oh, wow.
At that showcase. You weren't there to see my performance. I did a pretty good job at gathering all of the pucks in a timely manner, and I didn't have a shovel. I was using Laura Stacey's stick. And you can see how tall I am. You've seen how tall Laura Stacey is. I had a good reach.
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. You would have been a great defender out there.
Yep, definitely got those pucks gathered up. It will have a little bit of a delay here unless the girls start to help out, which it looks like they are going to start helping as they come onto the ice. But I want to talk about, obviously, the Secret Dream Gap Tour. We've been doing this for a few years now. It's our 4th season of showcasing women's hockey across Canada and across the U.S. We're growing the game, but what is the ultimate purpose, and what are we trying to do with the Secret Dream Gap Tour?
Yeah, I think we're trying to create a better future, right? Like a lot of these girls played in the CWHL or whatever league it was, and it's not up to snuff. It's not professional hockey. It's the best we could do, but I think a lot of the girls were tired of it, and they wanted to make sure that there was a better future for the next generations coming. So the PWHPA grew. I think, we're on a good path right now trying to generate fans, generate some press about it, and we just need to kind of stay the course and create that future for these girls.
A life-altering moment for me, and I think many of us who are a part of this wonderful momentum that we're trying to build, is Billie Jean King in Ottawa said in a private conversation before she dropped the puck that, you got to remember where she came from, too. We think of women's tennis as the most successful, in my opinion, women's professional sport organization where women are paid somewhat equally to their male counterparts on the ATP Tour and the WTA Tour, but it's not how it started for Billie Jean, and she had to make the absolute sacrifice. Billie Jean made $1. I remember that story, and said no to money to create a better future for the likes of Serena Williams and Naomi Osaka. And this is essentially what we're doing here. We're making the sacrifice for those maybe behind us.
Yeah, definitely. I just got goosebumps there, like thinking about what Billie Jean King did and how she was able to propel tennis forward. And I just hope that that's where we end up too.
Well, a chance right off the draw. A pass from Hilary Knight to Brianne Jenner looking for a second, but it crosses the crease. And now Marie-Philippe Poulin puts on the Jets. Poulin! And it's a blocker save by Hensley. I wouldn't be shooting on her blocker anymore. It's just been...
It's been hot tonight, especially on those breakaways. I think there was 3 of them in the second period. A couple big blocker saves.
She's getting used to them. She's getting comfortable with them. We thank you for joining us on the Secret Dream Gap Tour on CBC Sports or wherever you might be watching. I'm Izzy Germain, joined today by Erica Howe. And Erica, you got to be careful. I know Mississauga needs you to fight fires, but you're doing an incredible job both here and down below asking questions in between periods, so you might get scooped up.
Hopefully not. This is quite nerve-wracking, but I love watching the girls play and being a part of this whole organization, so anything I can do to be here, I'll do it.
Well, we thank you for joining us, and we're having fun so far in Collingwood. We had our first game of the day in Owen Sound, part of Hockey Day in Canada, broadcast on Sportsnet. That saw Team Scotiabank defeat Team Adidas 3-0. We're looking to see who's going to be the winner here. It's Team Harvey's 2-1 so far after 40 minutes. Team Sonnet really wants back in the win column. They've lost their last 4. 2 of those are shootout losses, but 7 of 8 have been losses in their last 10. So a difficult stretch for Team Sonnet, as they're putting pressure now inside the Harvey zone. That puck will be taken away by Sophia Shaver. She's got things started for Team Harvey's in the first period with a wicked slap shot going barred down on Hensley. And a giveaway now to Vasco. Alexa Vasco over to Zandy Hart, who comes down to the goal line. Leaves it for Rebecca Leslie. Leslie now on the goal line. Punched away by Richards. Bouncing puck in the crease, and Lacasse is going to jump all over that.
That's a better start for Team Sonnet here. They able to come out and generate some offense right away. That's what they're going to need to do here in the third to come out on top of this competition.
Where they're going to send Knight and Brandt back out with Gavrilova, the first line. Trying to get things going for Team Sonnet this period. They win the draw. Knight back to Zandy Hart, her shot.
Blocker save by DeGeorge there.
Team Harvey's players trying to chip in net. And you saw Rattray with a blocker save earlier in the game. Now Steckline over to Fortino. Backhands it over to Poznikov. It's going to skip over her stick below the goal line. Poznikov put into the boards by Brandt. Emily Brown trying to dig for the puck. Zandy Hart now helping. Good play by Poznikov to keep the puck down low. Hillary Knight now at the hash marks. Trying to get the puck behind Steckline. It's in Brandt's skates. DeGeorge is going to help out. And Demers there covering for her D. It's going to backhand it out, but it's going to find Buckles in the neutral zone for Team Sonnet. Trying to find Abby Rock. You got to think if there's somebody who's going to break the drought here, it's going to be Abby Rock. She's been buzzing today.
She has been buzzing today. She's been in every play, making great plays offensively and defensively. She's my pick for the third to score the tying goal here.
Do we have any money on that, or
no?
Okay.
She didn't set anything up for her to win, so.
Poulet now toe drags it, backhand goes wide. The Kogan over to Jenner. Jenner now one-on-one. Well, she's going to get some back check pressure by Poulet. And the puck taken away by Channel. Channel now backhands it over to Greco. Greco's going to take her time, trying to find Eldridge at the red line. She does. Now to Poulet. Poulet's not going to get around Zandy Hart. Zandy Hart has been a breakout player for me in the national stage and with Team Sonnet in the last couple years.
Yeah, as a goalie, I just love her in front. You know, she makes solid plays. She makes the game simple. You don't have to worry when she's on the ice.
An offside coming to Team Harvey's, but you saw her development with the national team too. She wasn't always playing big minutes with the national team before the Olympics, but made that roster, and it made a huge difference in her confidence, I think, in that tournament. And then you just see it on the ice this season. She's been absolutely incredible on the blue line.
Yeah, and I think it's huge for a lot of these girls who are centralized. Like, it's really the only time as a female athlete that you have full-time coaching, full-time, you know, athletic therapist. You're with your team the whole time. That's the only experience you have. And you can really tell those girls who come back after centralization or residency for the U.S. players, like, they're on a whole nother level. It just leads me to believe if we were able to have a professional league where girls are training full-time with full-time staff, it would just take this hockey to a completely another level.
That consistency is key in anything that you do really in life. And these girls deal with a great amount of adversity and change, unpredictability in their lives, and being on rosters, off rosters. The COVID years were tough for everyone, but for them traveling and dealing with the isolation that they dealt with, tip our hats off to all of these athletes who have made it through and everybody else. And we're happy to be back in a full season of sports around the globe. And here's Rattray. Back to Harmon, intercepted by Knight. He's got Steckline though at the red line. Couldn't get by her. She's going to send it down in behind Hensley. Rattray not sure what she wanted to do with that one, but decides to poke check it down and will stay as the lone forechecker as Team Harvey's goes off for a change. Centering pass to George coming off the bench, almost got that one. Shaver to Fortino, through Shaver's legs to Steckline, and her shot blocked. Gavrilova now. Off the board, she had Knight going wide, but it's picked up by Demers first. Gavrilova now. Along the boards, battling with a couple Harvey's players. Brianne Jenner, quick shot, goes wide. Jenner and Steckline. Rock is going to help out, and DeGeorge is going to put her into the boards. Back to the point. Thompson to Riberina Braga. She wanted the one-timer, but just fans on it. Demers is able to take it out. Intercepted by Jenner. Just tell with Jenner when she gets in that mood. She wants it.
Yeah, coming out here in the third, She's been all over that puck. It must have been my interview in between periods that got her going.
Was.
Yeah.
Those questions were lights out, motivating. Here's Riverina Braga. There's that slap shot. She wanted it. It's in. Erica Howe happy about that one again. We got a tie game. Riverina Braga on her second attempt gets the goal for Team Sonnet. You can celebrate. This is your team.
Yeah, I was
You're
excited
good.
there. Try to hold it back when I'm in the broadcasting booth.
Well, she's listed as the 50 today, but she's got a lot of ice time, and you can see her team is happy about that one. And Abby Rock's got to be happy. It was a slap shot goal.
Yes, yeah, that's what we look for, just slap shots on Team Sonnet.
If you're not going to be good with your slap shot, don't expect to make Team Sonnet next year.
Everyone's got a 95 flex stick.
Yeah.
Just whacking at it with wood.
Well, this is what Team Sonnet wanted, and this is similar to what we've seen with these two teams in the past. We've got a tie game, 13-14 remaining in the third period. And they're back inside the Harvey zone. Eldridge back out there with Poulet and Clark. They've got speed through the neutral zone, but they've got to get by Zandy Hart, and that's been tough today. It's going to be put into the boards. They're going to battle for the puck now. And Sonnet will clear it out. Rattray, long pass to Richards. Richards hesitates, trying to find Rattray again, but intercepted by Buckles, and here comes Hannah Brandt. A little bit more pep in their step, Team Sonnet.
Yeah, definitely been a momentum shift here in this third. Right when we came out, or when Team Sonnet came out of the gate, so they were flying.
Definitely a better start to this third period than they've had all game. And they're carrying that momentum now. Schneider with a good forecheck. She's trying to get the puck away, and Skamura is going to drop Brandt. Brandt was going for the hit, but Skamura said, no, thank you. That's a player I would not want to go into the boards with.
No. Not many out here. When I'm in the net and I see how physical these women are and how physical the play is, I'm thankful I'm in the net because it's a battlefield out there.
You rather get those 100-mile-an-hour slap shots at your head?
Yeah, we wear the most equipment.
Yeah, true. I don't know why you complain, really, when we shoot the puck at your head.
I never complain.
I've not done that many times, but I feel absolutely horrible when I nail them right in the face, especially when you're coaching and it's like a younger kid.
Yes, I have done that a few times, goalie coaching, smoke the kid in the head.
But if you tell me that it doesn't hurt, then I'll just keep doing it. It's fine, right?
Exactly.
Okay. 11:29 remaining. Kogan now trying to get behind Steckline. Lacasse is going to play the puck out of her net and help things moving along with Team Harvey's. He'll clear it open in the neutral zone, stopped by Zandy Hart. Back towards Jenner. The tempo of this game has just gone to another level. Jenner now taken down, and we're going to get a penalty. Steckline was trying to sell it. But here comes the extra attacker for Team Sonnet. Harvey thinks they've touched the puck, and they want the whistle, but they're not going to get it. Knight keeps it alive, and there DeGeorge will get the whistle. And perfect timing for the momentum they've had. Team Sonnet is going to go on the power play.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want when you're coming wave after wave, putting pressure on Team Harvey's, and now to go to the power play, they might be able to get up here.
So it's Lee Steckline, 2 minutes for holding. And that's also one of their best penalty killing D. Not that Harvey struggles to find depth on the bench.
No, looks like they got Savannah and Greco out there. They got a lot of great players, but every team has a lot of great players. That's the beauty of the PWHPA, is every team is absolutely stacked.
We mentioned one big piece missing for Team Sonnet, Erin Ambrose. We hope to see her back and healthy for the Ontario Showcase, as we've got a discussion with maybe just wondering what the birthday celebrations will be later on for Laura McIntosh, but just a quick chat with the referees. And we'll set things up to the left of Lacasse. And Abby Rock once again wins the draw. I don't know in the last few games if Abby Rock has lost a face-off. That shot from the point is high, and it stays in. Here's Knight with the shot blocker, saved by Lacasse. Thompson's going to come down, play the puck at the hash marks. Plays it down to Abby Rock. Backdoor pass, stopped by Greco as she gets her knee down.
Great defensive play there by Greco. She's another one of those players that has a full-time job, working for New Era, lives in Buffalo, New York, commutes to Toronto for practice, and she rarely misses a practice. So sometimes I ask her, like, when do you have time for anything? When do you grocery shop? But she's a trooper and she loves it, and she shows up for her teammates all the time.
These are the incredible stories throughout the PWHPA. As we're a minute into this power play, and Sonnet looks dangerous. Abby Rock with pressure from Poulet is going to hang on to the puck, but it's finally going to pop out, and Zandy Hart is going to send that one, and there's Jamie Leratre again playing goaltender, this time on the bench. I can't imagine the commute between Buffalo and Toronto. That's not an easy bridge.
No. She does, so she'll come in on the Tuesday, practice Tuesday night, stay overnight at a friend's place, Megan Bozak's place, and then practice Wednesday and then go back home, all while working a full-time job. It's quite impressive.
Impressive indeed. And she plays big minutes for Team Harvey's as well. Killed off the first minute and a half of that penalty, and the pass to Zandy Hart is going to go the distance. 34 seconds remaining on the Steckline penalty. We got a tie game. If you're just joining us, we thank you for watching us on CBC Sports. My name is Izzy Germain. I'm joined today by Erica Howe. The second game of the Collingwood Showcase, the Secret Dream Gap Tour, our 5th stop of the year, and announced many more stops coming up. It's one of the first times that we've known our schedule so far in advance, so a lot of time to plan your visit to the PWHPA showcases that might be coming near you. We're back in Ontario.
Yeah, definitely. Back in Ontario in a couple weeks, right? Kind of all over Ontario. You got Peterborough, Barrie. You got a hometown game for Jesse Eldridge in Barrie. Kitchener and Niagara. So we're all over the region.
No excuse to not come out to a game. You got 3 seconds remaining on this power play as Rock and Poulet exchange a little bit of a laugh in the circle. Poulet is going to win that one against Abby Rock, and here comes Steckline out of the box. So back to 5-on-5 action. Poulet inside, her shot tipped into the netting. And that's going to be a face-off inside the zone. And we're going to take a quick break. It's a tie game, 8:42 remaining in the third period. You're watching the PWHPA Secret Dream Gap Tour Collingwood Showcase. We'll be right back after this. Inside the Eddie Bush Memorial Arena. We got 8:42 remaining, and this is exactly what you want, and this is what we expect from the PWHPA. We talked about the talent. Obviously, Harvey's has a lot of depth. Sonnet has equally as much depth. We'll talk about their chemistry that they've just been missing a little bit of, but this is what's great. Even the last place team in the league in a tie game in the third period against the first place team.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much skill in the league. These are the best players in the world that any game is anyone's ball game right now.
And we'll sometimes the points and the standings don't do it justice, but definitely a show every time you come out to the PWHPA, and we'll see who comes away with the win today. Brianne Jenner has been buzzing for another one, and she sends it in on net. It hits Poulet, and Lacasse is going to cover it up, but in the process, Salou foots Poulet down.
That was actually an excellent save by Lacasse. I know as a goalie, you're usually looking for the tips of the other team, and when it goes off your own teammate, things get a bit crazy. So excellent save by Lacasse there. She takes Poulet out.
You can see they're having a little bit of a laugh there. Not much else she could have done. She had to jump on the puck, and it was between her skates.
Yeah.
And we're going to give Lacasse 2 seconds to get herself sorted. I'm loving Lacasse's pads too, going all out.
Absolutely amazing. Any set of pads that Lacasse comes out with is phenomenal. You know, she had those plaid maple leaf pads earlier, so she's got great style. So does Kristen Campbell on Team Scotiabank. Excellent style. The stuff they're able to come out with and the details they have in their gear, it's just like, I don't know how they do it. If I have to design a helmet, I'm stressed.
I wouldn't be good at that. Soupy getting the win today in Owen Sound. And your pads are pretty slick too. The all black look is good.
Yeah, basic.
They're not basic. Here comes Emily Clark. Her shot tipped into the netting. Or sorry, just below the netting. Shot from Savannah Harmon hits off of Buckle's shoulder. Now Jenner will try to chase it down. It's going to find Steckline first. Steckline sends it in deep. Eldridge putting pressure on Thompson. She'll send the puck over to the near side for Jenner. A long pass intended for Snyder. Almost made up a channel there to stop it. Jenner now. She's got space, but there's Greco. And they're offside.
Great period here by Sonnet. They're coming from behind in shots. They're up in shots now. They're working hard to try and pull a victory out of this game.
Look at the face-off in front of the Harvey's bench. Skamura and Brandt, Team USA teammates. Brandt gets the better of that one. Sandy Hart now finds Knight. She's going to send it in deep. Brandt is on the chase. Lacasse, though, getting a little bit more comfortable since she figured out the boards in the first period, moving the puck along.
Yeah.
Help her team out on the breakout here, Skamura.
Lacasse is a great puck-playing goalie. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting comfortable with your team, too. You know, like D have a certain call they like, and you don't know it. It's a D and goalie effort when you're trying to play the puck.
We are going to reach close to a 20-game mark this season, and I would think come championship weekend, we'll have some very comfortable players on the ice with their teams.
Definitely, especially this second half here. We've got, I think, three showcases that are kind of back to back to back. That will definitely help and help players get into a rhythm and try and understand each other a little bit more to create that chemistry.
February into March, you're going to see a lot of us. And we encourage you to go to the PWHPA.com website just to see the schedule, see where you might be able to come out and see these girls play, but also to keep up on when you can watch. And Richards there being very gentle and letting Buckles take a seat.
Yeah, it looked like she was helping her down, not all the way down, but about halfway. Nice little hug, say thank you. I know in practice they're usually hanging out together. They sit close in the dressing room in the Toronto region for practice. So everyone out here is friends. You practice together, but when you get on the ice and you're playing the game between those whistles, you're not friends.
I've noticed a little bit of a difference, not in obviously the level of competition and the fierceness we saw Marie-Philippe Poulin and Hillary Knight almost fighting in, I believe that was the Vegas game. But, you know, the rivalry series getting a little bit more difficult, I'm sure, for those girls. They're becoming such close friends as teammates, and then they've got to put their national team jerseys on, and it's absolutely all business from there.
Yeah, definitely. And Haley Wickenheiser had an interview before one of the rivalry series games, and she was talking about, like, if the U.S. team was on the elevator, they would not take that elevator. But now it's way different. You know, you're playing with the players every week. They're on your team. You're talking to them. Even Marie and Nider do media together or whatever it is. So you become friends, but I think still when they got on the ice, it's game over. We're on separate teams. I'm trying to win this game at all costs.
Sonnet inside the zone now. Leslie and Vasco bouncing around with the puck. It's going to find its way to the point where Barina Braga will keep it in as she hammers Marie-Philippe Poulin, but she'll get the puck back. And second time, trying to be the charm, but Leslie keeping a good stick and eye on her will break things up. I had a funny obviously we don't play for the national team now. We just get to travel and be friends with everybody and be friendly with staff and fans. But I was at the airport after our last showcase in Ottawa, and we all traveled to the airport together. So Team USA and Team Canada, who were going to obviously the rivalry series down in Vegas. I was traveling back to my hometown. And as soon as we got to the airport, they were all chatty on the bus. As soon as we got to the airport, I was so lost in what to do because the Canadians went one way, the Americans went the other, and it was game on from there. And I kept walking by the Americans or the Canadians. I didn't know if I should wave. I didn't know if I was allowed to say hi. it was just a funny environment to be in after we had spent a really good All-Star weekend. But as soon as they got to the airport, it was all business.
Yeah, it's game on.
4:46 remaining. And here's Kogan with Jenner and Rock. And it's broken up by Savannah Harmon. Jamie Lee Rattray now. Back the other way. She decides to send it in deep, but she's got pressure. We haven't talked about the shots yet, but the shots were 22-19 after the second period. We just found the clock there in the corner and switched over. That was in favor of Team Harvey's, and now 30-25 in favor of Sonnet. So definitely a shift in this third period for Team Sonnet.
Yeah, the ice has been tilted. Hensley there taking a whistle, try and slow the play down, and a little bit of rough stuff coming from that. Exactly what we're talking about. We get down to the nitty-gritty here, 4 minutes left, and these players want to win. They want to win bad.
And a different style, too, for the PWHPA this season. We are counting points, and it is a season-long leading up to a championship, I guess, whereas in the past we did these showcases as individual kind of tournament style. But there are points on the line, and there is going to be a champion at the end of the season. Here's Marie-Philippe Poulain. A pass from Jessie Eldridge, and she snipes.
That was on her stick and off her stick in like a millisecond.
Incredible stuff from Captain Canada. Captain Harvey's.
That's classic Poulain. Just score late in the game to put her team up. Let's see the replay here. How does she get lost in that soft area?
Yeah, just, I call that the honeypot.
Yeah.
But it's just high hockey IQ from Poulain, too, to just quietly back away from the play. A great pass from Jessie Eldridge, but obviously high hockey skill to be able to hit that inch of a opening that Hensley had over her shoulder.
Not every player would be able to get it in there.
No,
that
Erica,
quick.
mine would have been in the audience.
Yeah, I might have been able to do it. I've been training as a player, but
for the next season, you're going to switch?
Yeah.
All right, 3:45. Sonnet needs to get a goal. They'll want to push this to overtime and get some points off of Team Harvey's. They've done it twice so far this season. We'll see what they can do. DeGeorge, though, trying to kill more time inside the Sonnet zone. DeGeorge still with the puck in the slot. Shaver with a shot, and Hensley will bat that one down. We'll get another face-off inside the Sonnet zone. And you see this top line for Team Sonnet just rotating every other shift now.
Yeah, try and get something going here. Tie up the game late.
Abby Rock against Team USA teammate Haley Skamura. And now it's Corey Chevry having a little chat with the referee. I wish we had mics on the bench. I'd love to listen
Me too,
in.
know what's going on down there.
All right, back to the face-off now as Abby Rock wins it. A long pass to Kogan is a little too far ahead, and here comes Skamura. That puck taken away by Rock. Back to Kogan. Now to Jenner on the near side. Jenner and Kogan trying to get around Channel and Greco. They stop them. And Skamura will come back to help out. Skamura with time and space will cut back to the inside. Make that long pass intended for Rattray. She gets a stick on it, but not able to clear it down. Here comes Brianne Jenner. Jenner, she has Skarupa and a backhand again, just missed. She had that open corner, and I think she saw it. And they're trying to get
great
onside.
play by Jenner there, just to remain patient and try and wait out Lacasse. Unfortunately, Lacasse was able to close her pads there and make the save.
Abby Rock was sent into the corner, and it's heard as she is trying to limp her way to the bench. Not a good sign for Team Sonnet, one of their best players so far this season. And now here comes Poulain. Moves it to Rattray. She'll send it in behind the D as Poulain is first on it. 2-11 back to the point. Big shot by Jessie Eldridge as she was coming off the bench. Eldridge down low, backhand pass to Poulain. There's another nice shot, but it just goes wide.
Those two just have the chemistry, Eldridge and Poulain.
And it makes it, they obviously train together in Montreal as well, so it's added time for them on the ice. And it looks like Abby Rock's going to be okay, and she's going to test things out on the bench. But to your point with that chemistry, they've got Team Canada that they're together almost, every other month. And then they've got Montreal where they're training almost 5 days a week together.
Yeah, it definitely makes a difference. It helps because they're able to find each other, without seeing each other. I know Corey Chevery, too, has done an excellent job with Team Harvey. She just is on the video, calling them all the time, making sure they know what their jobs are and how they want to play. It's apparent on the ice as well.
Team Canada assistant coach, Corey Chevery, the head coach for Team Harvey's. And GM Danielle Sauvageau, not here this weekend, but a big part of that program in Montreal as well. And now a minute 30 left, and the net is empty. Do they have 6 on the ice? They do now, as Emily Brown just jumped on, but a little bit of a miscommunication there maybe from the Sonnet bench. So 6 on 5 for a minute 15 as Sonnet tries to tie things up. Knight finds Rock. Good to find Rock.
I think they have 7 on the ice here.
Your math is correct. And a penalty is being called.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've got 7 out there. And the coaches are having a little bit of a laugh on that one.
Yeah, I must have just got confused there about who was taking a player. But they definitely had 7 out there.
And it did look like there was a little bit of confusion, as I could tell Abby was waiting to come on the ice. And a D change, I think you're right. They just got a little confused, but a timeout's going to be called. Try and sort things out from the Sonnet bench. And now they'll have to clear that puck out quickly and try to pull Hensley, go back 5 on 5. As we've come to a position that Sonnet is all too familiar with, trailing in a game against Team Harvey's.
Yeah, it looks like Laura Mack's pretty animated down there trying to draw something up so Sonnet can get the puck out quick and get down the ice. Between the two of them, Paul Geiger and Laura McIntosh, they have incredible hockey brains. Paul played at Clarkson. He was the captain of the Clarkson University men's team. Laura Mack, like I said, Ohio State, played in the CWHL. The two of them, we're very lucky to have them as coaches. They just understand the game and are able to make small adjustments throughout to make the game easier on the players.
And they've also done this without any accolades or pay, and they're mostly donating their time to the league and have been in the last little bit. So a big thank you to all of our coaching staff, our training staff, our medical staff, equipment staff. It's an all-around effort to make female hockey, as everybody dodges that clear-out attempt by Brandt. But a big thank you to everybody who's been trying to push to grow the game and create a sustainable future for women's hockey. As Team Sonnet is going to be again in their zone. Still trying to pull Hensley to go back 5 on 5 as they were caught with too many players on the ice.
That almost got through there.
It did, as Hillary Knight was trying to clear the zone quickly. It strung on a breakaway. Fortino, though, was watching her closely. Now bouncing puck at center ice. Skamura trying to find it for Harvey's. Jenner gets it and taken down by Rattray. And another offside call. I thought it was going to be a penalty to Rattray, as they're going to chat about that. Stick just got caught in Jenner's skates, but I don't think she appreciated it.
Yeah, Rattray was pretty heated at the end of the second with her penalty, so I imagine once Rattray gets her emotions turned up, they get pretty high.
Tough to bring Jamie Lee Rattray down. I had the not pleasure of playing against the two of you when I was growing up, also in Ontario, and I remember he'd do anything, and then all of a sudden she scored 3 or 4 goals in a game. You just had to keep her temper as low as you could. There's Poulain trying to find the backhand of the open net. It wasn't a dangerous temper. It was just, you knew she was going to score a ton of goals. That's how she responded. and that'll do it. They came close, but the first place team is going to take the win. Team Harvey's 3, Team Sonnet 2. Erica, thank you so much.
Thanks for
I
having
know you're
me.
trying to run out. You're trying to take the headset off.
Yes.
I could just prolong this if you want, but
No, that's
you
all
got to
right.
go do your interview, I think.
Yes, I do.
So why don't
Thank
you run
for
down?
having me. Appreciate it. That was a good hockey game.
Well, we thank, again, Erica Howe filling in for Liz Knox tonight, and we will get to see Liz tomorrow, but we'll thank again Erica Howe for her contributions to today's broadcast, and we thank you all for watching as Team Harvey's will get their 9th win in a row, and Team Sonnet will have to continue to build on that chemistry this weekend and hopefully get a win tomorrow as they face Team Scotiabank at the 9:30 a.m. game. So we'll wait to see the 3 stars of the game, and Erica Howe is at ice level waiting to interview the first star. A reminder of tomorrow's schedule: Sonnet versus Scotiabank, 9:30 a.m. And then Adidas and Harvey's will take on the final game of the weekend here in Collingwood, as we see Poulet and Rock exchanging a little laugh after the game. And that game will get started at 12:30 p.m. And once again, thanks for joining us today. Your 3rd star of the game has the game winner for her team. It's number 29, Marie-Philippe Poulain. And 2nd star, she's faced the most shots in the league so far this season. She saw another 31 today, and that's number 29, Nicole Hensley. And your 1st star of the game, she was absolutely solid all around the ice for Team Harvey's. That's number 15, Savannah Harmon.
Of the game from Team Harvey's, number 15, Savannah Harmon. To get
Okay, Mary, you did it again. Yeah, it's all over. Another game-winning goal, another big win by Team Harvey's. What were you seeing on that goal?
Obviously, great play from my teammates. I lost that face-off. They were able to get that puck back, and nice play from Clark and Eldridge, and I was lucky enough to put it in.
Yeah, that was a sick pass. Team Harvey's first in the standings, undefeated against Team Sonnet. What's working for Harvey's? What's going on in the locker room? Give us the insider info.
I think we're just having fun, to be honest. It's the first game of the year, 2023. It's been a while we play together, and we have fun. Every time we get on that ice, we obviously don't practice often together, but every time you have to play together, we have fun, we play for each other, and happy that we got that win.
Burger Bunch, right? Collingwood, sold-out crowd. It's Hockey Day in Canada. What does that kind of support mean to you? What is it like playing in front of a crowd like this?
It means the world. I think you guys all see we work a lot to put a league together, to put something, and we do it for not only for ourselves, but all those little girls, little boys in the stand that watch us, and we inspired them to be there one day. And thank you very much for being there today. We have 2 more tomorrow, and again, thank you for your support.
Can I have your Tim Hortons gift card?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Great game, Mary.
All right, the always humble and the always amazing Marie-Philippe Poulain On behalf of the production crew here, Erica Howe and myself, Izzy Germain, we thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow as we continue the PWHPA Secret Dream Gap Tour, the Collingwood Showcase. Have a great night, everyone.